I'm here. Hi. Hi there. Sorry I'm late. I didn't want to come. But I'm here. It's alright. I'm here now. Nothing to worry about. Now, what was it that you needed again, kid? I forget. That's right. You are looking to become a supervillain, aren't you? Well, let me assure you, that doesn't just happen overnight. That's right. No. Being a supervillain is, it's a full-time job. You wanna make a living, you wanna make a name for yourself, it takes some work. It really does. Now, of course, there are some things that you can do that make it a little easier from the get-go, but let's just say there are people who have tried and they never really get past the whole petty criminal sort of stage. Not everybody has what it takes. But you think you do, huh? Alright, well, I suppose no harm in chatting a little bit, is there? Now wait, who are you again? Why are you here? That's right. Well, your daddy is one of my clowns, right? Yeah. Well, I don't normally pick up henchmen that have families for obvious reasons. It makes people a little bit jittery sometimes. But your old man, he's a gaper, so it is what it is, I suppose. And I am nothing if not a family man. That's not true. So, you think you want to be a villain, huh? Not just a henchman like your old man. You wanna be the big boss. Well, there are a few things I guess I could help you decide on a little bit. Help you on your way, at least to get things started. It's gonna fall on you, though. Really, that's gonna be the biggest thing. That you gotta work at it. You gotta have the creativity, the panache. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Alright. Well, the first thing that you need, if you're gonna be a supervillain, is some sort of an image. It's all about marketing and branding these days, right? Well, the same is true for superheroes or supervillains. So the first thing you gotta do is pick out sort of a shtick, some sort of an act that's just you. Something that you can really base your identity on, right? So, we got the Riddler who's always spouting these stupid little puzzles or whatever. Tedious if you ask me, but that's his thing and it works for him. And then there's a Catwoman who's a cat burglar, so it works. It's a nice excuse to wear all leather, you know what I'm saying? And then of course we have yours truly, the Joker, the crazy clown. And there's a lot that you can do with an image. You don't just want it to be sort of your outfit or whatever. It goes way deeper than that. It's all about a cohesive brand. For example, one thing that Gotham's best and brightest know me for is my card. Gotta leave a calling card, right? How are they gonna know who's responsible for it if you don't leave one of these babies? One of Gotham's finest finds this at the crime scene, and they know who done it. That's right, I'm sure that big old beefy bat's got plenty of these tucked away in his little bat cave, or whatever you want to call it. But you know what? It works for me. Lots of fun things you can do being a Joker. It's a good brand. It's a good brand. It is. Lots of fun things. Pick a card, any card. Lots of ways that you can incorporate that into any sort of villainous act that you wanted to do. And you better believe that obnoxious little bat, he knows when it's me, don't you know? That bat and his little plaything, Commissioner Gordon, good old Jimbo, they know when it's a Joker job. That's for sure. So you gotta be precise. You gotta have a good, defined image. People know you by that. People will come to fear. Now you bet your bottom dollar, even if I haven't done a job for a little while, that bat is holed up in his cave just thinking about what the Joker's gonna do next. Trying to put together all the pieces of places I hit, trying to figure out my master plan. You know, the funny thing is, I don't always have a master plan. Sometimes I just hit things because I want to. Yeah, because it's fun. I'm all about fun around here. That's right. In the fun house, we don't necessarily have to have some big, crazy agenda. You know, the funny thing is this bat, he thinks that he is saving the people of Gotham from the likes of me. But really, I'm saving the people of Gotham too. That's right. Everybody in this town is such a slave to things and money and jobs and responsibilities and all that kind of stuff. Everybody needs a little more chaos in their lives now and then. Well, he'll serve the good people of Gotham the way he sees fit, and I will how I see fit. Anyway, so you gotta pick an image. Now, unfortunately, there are quite a lot of images out there already, so definitely got to make sure that you come up with something unique. There's already a villain out there that you even slightly resemble. They're not gonna stand for that. We don't like copycats so much around here. So you got to come up with something original. Stay away from the clowns. Any of that sort of thing, that's mine. I would say even like anything kind of circus related, you gotta be a little more original than that. Let's see, we already got the cat lady. We got obviously a whole family of bats on the other side. You don't want to do that. We got the two-faced guy. Creepy fella if you ask me. We got a penguin. We got all kinds of people. So I guess you'll have to do some brainstorming. Think of something unique that you can do. And then along with your image, you got the name, you got your look, you got some sort of a calling card if you want. Doesn't have to be an actual card. It could be an MO of how you off people or whatever it is. Just something that's going to tell them that it's the same person doing it. But after all of that, you also need some sort of a signature weapon, I guess. Now, not every supervillain has that, but it can definitely help with the whole image thing if you got something that's kind of distinct. You know what I'm saying? Now, some supervillains, their trademark weapon is the fact that they have a lot of weapons. So, you know, that's always good too if that's what you want. But there's some good options out there for different things that you could try. I mean, obviously, there's your kind of standard, lots of guns. Guns are a good thing anyway, it's just convenient. I have my fair share of arsenal here, I'm sure you know. But it's fun to have something else, too. Take my little Toots Harley with her baseball bat. Doesn't mean that's the only weapon that she uses, but she's kind of become known as that. And let me tell you, there is something about watching a beautiful woman beat the living life out of someone with a baseball bat that you don't get that feeling anywhere else. Anyway, so some sort of a signature weapon. Now, if you want, you could be you could go sort of a butcher. Plenty of opportunities with interesting knives. Got quite a collection of them myself. I'm very fond of them. The nice thing about a knife is that you can, stab somebody. And, they can be very effective of, offing someone quick. But with a knife, you can also take your time. You don't always want to just kill people all the time. Sometimes all you gotta do is hurt them real bad. And that's a good way of, getting what you want. Information, stuff, power, whatever it is that your heart desires. Now we got, this kind of style of knife. It's a nice medium one, It feels good in the hand. It's still easy enough to maneuver and all that. Of course, if you wanted to, you could also go for something a little bit bigger. Now this is a distinct weapon, right? You become known as the cleaver of the supervillain world. That has some potential, I'm not gonna lie. Not going to lie. That's alright if knives aren't your thing. That's okay. You know what? You take some time and think about it. You think about how you want to be known. It's important. It's real important. And again, do your research, because we don't want repeats. That's just tacky. Yeah. So the whole samurai thing. We got a whole bunch of ninjas and stuff. So you probably don't want that one. Yeah, just do your research. So the next thing, after your image, which, definitely take some time with that. Don't rush that. You want to make sure that it sticks. But after you have your image, then there's a few other things you need to be a supervillain. First of all, you gotta pull off one really big job, right? Some sort of heist that's really gonna stick in people's minds. Whether that's robbing a bank, that's been done plenty of times before. Maybe some sort of museum heist, whatever the case may be. You make sure that it sticks in people's minds. Yeah, that's a good way to get on the scene of moving from petty criminal to criminal mastermind. That's where you want to be. You want to be in a place where people think, wow, how did they do that? Those are the ones that stick. Those are the ones that go far. Those are the ones that keep people awake at night with fear. So, you think about some job that works towards your objective, and you make it big. You make it stick in their minds. I guess that's another thing we could talk about is objectives. There's lots of different supervillains out there, and all of them kind of want different things. Some people want power. Some people want money. Some people have some sort of vendetta and want to teach bad people a lesson, and then it turns into teaching everybody a lesson. Some people think that they're better than everybody else and just want to be in charge of everyone. Or want to, dominate everybody else and kill off the people that they don't think are good enough. There's all kinds of different things that you could want. Or maybe you're like me and you just want to see the world burn. That's a possibility too. In fact, personally, I think that's one of my favorite things about my brand is that no one ever really knows what I want. I just do whatever the hell I want. Sometimes I don't even know what I want. I wake up in the morning and I go, what shall we do today, Joker? What shall we do? Endless world of possibilities, kid. Especially in a town like this. You picked the cream of the crop of a city to get started in, let me tell you that. Now, that being said, it maybe is a little bit crowded. Lots of other villains and people trying to make a name for themselves here, but Gotham City is kind of a playground. People like you and me. Mm-hmm. Plenty of crime to go around. Although do make sure, especially when you're starting out, that you're not encroaching on another villain's job. If you get word of something happening, you just keep your little nose out of it, all right? Yeah, you don't want to be stepping over toes, especially of those of us who are the supervillains. Yeah. You want to make allies, not enemies of us. We got enough of an enemy in the Batman and his little crew of bat rugrats. And then Robin, who's a bird. I don't really get that. Did you get that? I mean, it's like Batman, Batgirl, Robin. What? Like, where did that come from? I don't know. Whatever. Stupid bat. Oh, you know what? That's the last thing that you're gonna need to really seal the deal of being a supervillain. It's one thing to be, chased by the police and all that kind of stuff. But it's another thing to have an arch enemy. That's what really does it. When you get one sort of superhero, one goody two-shoes, one crusader of goodness who makes it their goal in life to take you down, then you know you've made it. Oh, absolutely. Now, there are a few different ways that you can go about finding that arch nemesis. Sometimes it just kind of happens. You just sort of luck into it. Or if you're like me, you unluck into it, because that bat is a pain in the you-know-what. Let's just say that. But, there are some other things that you can do. You can obviously pull a job in their hometown. Or in somewhere that means something to them, Now, if you really want to be risky, you could try to, hurt one of their family members or a loved one or something. That's definitely a way to get their attention. Although you kind of have to weigh the risk of that, because then they're going to really have a personal vendetta against you, and some of them can get a little bit obsessive, let's just say that. So, just pick your cards right. Actually, let's look at some cards, shall we? I happen to have some playing cards here of different heroes and villains. Let's see if we can find a good arch enemy for you, shall we? Let's see, who do we got here? The Flash. He's already got one, doesn't he? That, anti-Flash guy, whoever he is, I don't know, whatever. He just runs fast, whatever. It's not that impressive. Let's see, who else here? Oh, I guess we got Wonder Woman, but trust me, you ain't ready for her. Even I don't mess with her. Nah, there's only one girl in my life. Look at her. Ain't she just the bee's knees? whole lot of crazy in a beautiful package. Anyway, I don't think you want her. Not Wonder Woman. Oh, and you're definitely not ready for the big man. I can tell you that. Obviously, Batman. He's mine. Oh, here's one. I don't know if this guy has an arch enemy or not. Cyborg? I think he's a little bit of a newer one. Or at least younger. Yeah, half man, half robot. Got into some terrible accident or something, and then Daddy-O paid to get him all fixed up, but didn't tell anybody. Told everyone he just died. The things we do for our children, huh? Well, I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Anyway, I think he's relatively new-ish to the scene, so maybe he doesn't quite have an arch rival yet. Might be a good one for you to target. At least, you know, someone to look into. I guess if you wanted to, you could go for one of the younger Bat kids or whatever, but I don't know, they're all pretty wrapped up in daddy Bat, so they're all mostly on my tail. Or the Riddler, or whoever else. But, Cyborg, that's a possibility. Yeah. You want to take this with you? Yeah, sure, a little souvenir of our talk here. Would be a good one that you could maybe look into. Anyway, I don't know, you got any, like, questions or whatever? Like, what's it like to be a supervillain? None that you can think of right now. Well, I would say come back anytime, but I don't really care that much. Now, if you started pulling off some bigger jobs and I started maybe hearing about you a little bit more, then maybe after a little while we could do something together. But you go out and you think about that image that you want. You think about that name that you want to make for yourself, and then maybe we'll talk. Me? No, I'm not looking for a sidekick. I got my Harley, and my Harley's got me. I don't need no one else but that girl. And of course, I'm a henchman, like your old man. But besides that, I'm sitting pretty. I guess if one of my henchmen gets taken off by the bat next time, I can look you up. Although I don't know, it could definitely affect your father's job performance. Let's just say that. I don't think you want to be the one that gets him fired. You see, that's another thing. As a supervillain, you gotta be willing to make those hard calls. And when I say fired, I don't mean fired. I mean that he would disappear. He ain't useful to me anymore. Yeah. I mean, it's ugly business, I guess, sometimes, but it's the way it's gotta be to protect what's mine. You understand. So I guess you've got some thinking to do, huh? Deciding how you want to be remembered as a supervillain. Yeah. I don't know, you know what? Not everybody's got it. Let me just say that. But you got a spark in your eye. Kind of like it. Who knows? Maybe I'll be hearing more of you later. Maybe I'll be seeking you out later. You never know. We supervillains, we gotta stick together. See you around.